back to another vlog. Hi. You want to say hi? Hi everybody. Hi guys. So obviously I've been gone for a while and we're definitely going to touch on that before we start the vlog and everything. But before we even get into that, I definitely want to say hi. I hope everyone is doing well. And I want to start with thanking you all for praying for Java. By now, I think most of you, if not all of you, have heard the news about him. He did make it by the grace of God. He is home, but he is in isolation right now. So he can't like come out and play with us because he is still recovering. At this point, he has no symptoms, which is literally a move of God. Like, he ended up with an upper respiratory infection after the parvovirus, as a result of the parvovirus, I should say. But he has no upper respiratory symptoms at this moment. He hasn't since Friday morning. So he is well on his way up and out. And I thank God for delivering him and just taking all the sickness from his body and just allowing him to live to see another day. Like, I thank God every day for that. I am in awe of everything God did in this situation. So I am very thankful and thank y'all for praying so much for my little boy. It always amazes me how, like, I don't want to cry, but it always amazes me how community can just come to your aid. Like, every time I need something, y'all are literally there for me. Like, when I was going through what I went through in July, y'all were right there for me. With this Java situation, y'all are right there for me. Like, having a community of prayer warriors is unparalleled. To have a community of people that have your back through prayer, it literally means the world to me. You have no clue. Like, all of us talking to God in unison and sending up our prayers to him and asking him to heal Java's body. I'm eternally grateful for y'all, to y'all. It literally, I'm still shocked by it. Every time I ask, y'all are right there for me. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And I love you guys so much. Like, seriously, I love you guys. June, I love you too. But by now you all know that he did have parvo. So unfortunately, I only had him for about 4 days before he had to be hospitalized. So he came home November 11th. Excuse me. He came home November 11th. Everything seemed normal. So he had a vet appointment the Tuesday after that, which was the 14th. And at that vet appointment, the vet was a little shocked, and she had said that he didn't look like he had ever seen a vet because the condition he was in. Like, to me, he appeared normally, obviously, but I'm not a dog expert. I'm not a dog doctor. I'm not an animal doctor. So, like, the things that she noticed, I obviously didn't notice, hence why I took him to the vet to get checked out. He had still has a reducible umbilical hernia, which I know isn't all that uncommon in dogs, but it seems like something that I should have known about from the breeder, from the jump. He also had an extra claw on his hand. If you know anything about dogs and breeders, they typically declaw a dog before giving it to you. It's in like an extra vestigial structure right here on the wrist, like an extra finger, if you will, that has a nail attached to it. So most breeders remove those. So I had no clue about those things, and I found out about them like at the vet visit. So immediately after that, I informed the breeder, like, hey, he has an umbilical hernia and an extra claw. Like, I believe that these are things that I should have known about before acquiring Java. Unfortunately, he immediately dismissed me and told me to leave them alone. Very shocked at that, and he told me that if it were a big deal, that he would have told me about it. Now, I'm not going to leave my dog with an umbilical hernia, so I said that I wasn't going to leave it alone, and I actually requested $200 back from this breeder, $150 because that is the add-on to the neuter surgery. To get the umbilical hernia fixed, they do it at the time of neuter, and then $50 to declaw him properly. They also will do that at the time of neuter. So that's an extra $200 that I would have spent on something that I shouldn't. Immediately I got the runaround. He wasn't really willing to give the $200 back, and then the next day Java stopped eating and he started to get really sick. During this time, I would say that the breeder was helpful. He hopped on a FaceTime call with me like after Java started to vomit. He assured me that it wasn't parvo. Of course he did. Dog was vomiting profusely all of Thursday morning, so I took him to the vet immediately, the same vet we went to on Tuesday. At this time, he did not have diarrhea. They did not run a parvo test because they had no reason to. He was not symptomatic for parvo. All he was doing was vomiting. He wasn't like noticeably lethargic. He was just vomiting, which is obviously weird, and I thought it was a red flag, so I obviously took him in because vomiting in a 10-week-old puppy is not normal. So at this time, they just gave him an anti-nausea, and that was pretty much all they did for him. They kept him for some hours. They said that he was not vomiting because he had that anti-nausea injection. So I was able to go pick him up, but something still in my spirit just didn't feel right, y'all. So I kept an eye on him, and that night he started to have diarrhea profusely, continued to vomit even on the anti-nausea, and so I knew that something was very, very, very wrong. Like I said, I hopped on a FaceTime call with the breeder. He let me know that it wasn't parvo, was just going out of his way to assure me that it wasn't parvo. Almost was offended when I asked if it was parvo. So I slept on it. I gave him fluids. I just tried to make sure he was okay, because they were trying to like give me advice on what to do, and obviously I'm taking the advice from them. The next morning he was not any better, so I decided to rush him to the ER. And on intake they did confirm that it was parvovirus, unfortunately. And when I told the breeder, he denied that it was parvo. He said that it was a false test, unfortunately. Took no accountability. Like the whole situation I'm in, even still now, it's mind-blowing. So Java had to be hospitalized for 5 days. Obviously, you can imagine the stress I was under those whole 5 days, going back and forth with the breeder, not taking accountability, ups and downs of Java's health. Like one day he seemed okay, the next day his fever was 106. He had extremely low white blood cell count for 2 days in a row. Honestly, y'all, it just didn't look good. Even they were telling me like, it's not looking good, and that the only thing that they could do for him is just continually pump fluids into him. By this point, he had to be hospitalized like for an extra 2 days. So the first time I paid around $2,200 for a deposit for 2 days, but the total cost is like $3,000 for the 2 days. So I obviously paid it up front, because at that point I'm willing to pay anything to keep the dog alive, because I knew that he had a chance. Now it may have been slim, because if you don't know, parvovirus fatality rate is around 80%. But since he was being treated, those odds can go lower and the fatality rate can start to decrease with treatment. So I thought, I'm going to give him a fighting chance. I'm not just going to take him home and watch him die. And I have the means to do so. So I'm going to pay the $2,250 that it costs for a deposit for 2 days, y'all. So after that, I got in my car. I started ranting because I was just so angry, y'all. I was so angry. Like, how can you tell someone it's parvo and they immediately dismiss you and tell you that it's a false test? Like, that to me, it blew me out of the water. Like, it blew my mind. And then no accountability at all. And I don't know, y'all. I was just angry. I was angry. And the back and forth with him over those 5 days was just too much to bear, honestly, because on one hand, I had a sick dog who may not have made it, who was looking like he wouldn't make it. And then on the other hand, I have an irresponsible, unaccountable breeder. And it's just like two battles at once. So after his initial 2-day hospitalization, he was not getting better, y'all. So they had let me know that they were opting to keep him there and that it would be another $3,000. So at this point, I had to coach myself. I'm like, you have to take a step back and really look at what you're dealing with here. Now, I do know that God is a healer and that he can do anything. But at this point, I wanted to just analyze the situation for what it was, because the breeders were not willing to reimburse me. I was speaking about reimbursement. They were giving me the runaround so much. I had even, typed up a long message just stating what I paid for it, what I'm asking for. I was not asking for the price of the dog. I was not asking for all the toys that I had to throw away because they were contaminated. I was not asking for emotional distress money. I was simply asking for a refund of the deposit that I gave to have Java in the hospital. It was clear that they were giving me the runaround, that they did not want to give me my money, which was shocking to me. But at this point, they let me know that he needed to be hospitalized for an additional 2 days. So I just had to coach myself into taking a step back. Family members too, like, hey, you need to look at the situation for what it actually is. If they're saying that he might not make it, you need to take a step back and reevaluate the situation financially and do what's most financially responsible, instead of just keep pouring thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars into, unfortunately, a puppy whose odds didn't look good. So at this point, I opted to bring him home, to care for him as much as I could. Obviously, I wasn't willing to give up on him, but I wasn't willing to just keep pouring money into a situation that did not look good, y'all. So at this point, I reached out to the breeders again, like, hey, are you willing to pay for this? If not, he will have to come home. Also, I want to mention, like, one of the reasons why I was taking that financial responsibility gauge is because, or scope, I guess you could say, is because something happened to us that was extremely unfortunate, and like that shouldn't have fallen on me. should have fallen on the breeder. I believe that there should have been accountability immediately, responsibility immediately, and reimbursement immediately. But if this were on me, it would be different. Like if Juno got sick, of course I would pay my last dollar to save his life, right? But to be given a sick puppy and then be expected to pay $6,000 on top of the 2.5 you already paid for the dog and all the vet visits up until then, it's just like, wow, I'm kind of being screwed over. Like, honestly, I'm just being screwed over. And since nobody's able to take accountability or responsibility for this, it falls on me. Nobody wants a sick dog. You sign up and you buy a healthy dog. Nobody wants it. Now, things are unforeseen. I understand that things happen. And that goes to say that, like, if he had taken accountability, we wouldn't be in this situation. I wouldn't be as upset. I'm only angry because there is no accountability. There is no responsibility. The only thing that there is blame, and it's shifting to me when I should not be blamed for the situation, especially as a business owner. Like, you need to run a business properly and treat your customers properly. But beyond all that, I have to take a step back and reevaluate the situation financially and say, hey, is this the best decision for me? Because I was given a dog 5 days ago, and I've just been pouring so much money into it. A dog that just came into my house. Like, I know people can understand that. Like, imagine getting a sick puppy. You don't even get to barely bond with it, but you're just pouring money, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars when I have other things to take care of, obviously, financially. So I just wanted to be responsible. So I opted to bring him home that night. And, you know, his odds weren't looking great, but I couldn't keep pouring thousands and thousands into the situation. So I reached out to the breeder again to see if they were willing to pay for it. Astonishingly, they said that they were. Still no talk about reimbursement for his first vet visit, and I don't understand how you would be willing to pay for the second vet visit, but not the first vet visit that got him to the second visit. Like, if I hadn't paid for that first hospital stay, he wouldn't be alive. So it was a little mind-boggling to me that you were willing to pay for the second visit. So I got to the doctor's office. At this point, they called me on the phone, said that they were willing to pay for it, and they talked to the doctor, and they were trying to talk to her and tell her that he didn't have parvo, that it could be all these other things, trying to basically insult her intelligence and her medical professional opinion. Not even opinion, it is fact, because they ran tests on him and confirmed it positive for parvo. The greed and the know-it-all spirits of these people was overwhelming. Even the doctor was shocked. She was shook at the things that they were saying to her. It was overwhelmingly disgusting. And like I said, they were insulting her intelligence over and over and over again, telling her that, oh, it could be this. It's probably not parvo. Did you do this? Did you do that? As if she doesn't know what she's doing. But beyond that, she just kind of let them know, like, hey, we're not here to debate if it's parvo or not. We're trying to see if you're going to pay for it, because Alexis is in a hard situation. She was given a sick puppy. That night, they said they would pay for it. That night, they did not pay for it. The next morning, I believe a random amount was posted to Java's account in the amount of $1,300. Like I said, the deposit was around $2,200. Where they got 13 from 22, I don't know. I do believe that they were trying to just keep Java alive for liability reasons. But they did post that $1,300, which I'm still grateful for. But the vet actually let me know that if they did not give the money, and this is how I know I was dealing with God in this situation. The vet, she sat me down and she said, hey, if they don't pay it, we're going to take care of it all. My mouth dropped to the ground, and I immediately started to just, like, cry. Because there's, like, God is just, like, so faithful in that situation. It's like, he saw me running out of options with Java, and he literally sent an angel on my behalf, on Java's behalf, and she said, hey, we'll pay for it if they don't come up with the money. And I was like, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? She said, absolutely. We'll take care of it. We're going to keep him alive. He's too cute to die. And that's when I knew without a shadow of a doubt that Java was going to live, because God just moved through this woman and made a way for me. So there's no way he's going to die. Like, there's no way that he's going to die. It is unheard of for a vet to cover vet bills. I've never heard of that. That's how I know I was dealing with God. And like I said, beyond that point, I knew without a shadow of a doubt that Java was going to make it. So I handed the rest over to God. I was done going back and forth with the breeders. I was done with it all, you guys. I was done. I couldn't do anymore. And since God came down and said, hey, I got your back. Here's your option. You don't have to fight with those people anymore. I stopped. I stopped all communication with them. And that was like the best thing ever, because I was relieved, you know? And I gave it all to God. And then the next morning, they called me and said that his fever had broken, that his white blood cell count was back to normal, and that he could come home. So, yeah, after 5 days hospitalized and not looking so good, they called me after I gave it to God, and they told me he can come home. And God healed his body, brought him back from sickness and death, y'all. Like, God has his name and presence all over this situation from start to finish. Java is meant to be here. He has purpose in my life. He literally has purpose, you guys. He's a miracle. He's a walking miracle. Anytime I need a reminder of how good and faithful God is, I can look at Java. It's literally incredible, and I'm so grateful to God that he's living. I don't know, it warms my heart to see God work a miracle like that on my behalf. Like, oh, the only thing I can ask for now is the healthy dog. So like I said, I've stopped communicating with the breeder. They even were being so nasty and rude to me after me asking for my money like 50,000 times, you guys. They're like, I don't know why you keep asking. We said we will help with some. I'm like, some isn't good enough. Some isn't going to cut it. I didn't somewhat give him parvo. So some vet bills wouldn't cover it. But beyond that, y'all, I don't know. I was treated so nasty, so mean, and so disrespectful. The behaviors and attitudes were absolutely rancid, and I couldn't believe the situation that I was in. Like I said, taking accountability would have made up for the situation 100-fold. I wouldn't even have been that angry that he had parvo if they had taken accountability. It's just the fact that no accountability was taken. So that's what angered me the most. And like I said, there's just so many like days that I was going back and forth with them, so many things that were said to me that were absolutely unacceptable. I was told that he didn't have parvo, that the test was false. I was told to just stop. I was told that I wasn't sent a sick puppy, so I need to stop saying that on social media. Like, it was astounding. And since then, I've been blocked on everything. So I'm just here to tell our testimony. I'm not here to even spread negativity. Like I said, I'm just here to tell our testimony and how good God has been to us. And that's pretty much it. But I am going to leave a review and I'm going to handle it. You guys don't worry. But beyond that, I've taken my hands out of it. I'm not going to fight evil with evil. I'm going to let God handle it, because like I said, God has his name written all over this from start to finish. So it will be completely remiss of me to not think that God's not going to handle that breeder on the back end. I know he's going to handle it, because he delivered Java from death. He bought him out from sickness and death. So if he did that, he's surely going to handle those breeders. So like I said, I've taken my hands out of it and I've given it to God. And I'm not going to fight evil with evil. I'm not going to fight fire with fire. I'm not going to stoop as low as they have. I'm going to keep it cute, and I'm going to do what I need to do, and I'm going to let God do what he needs to do. And that's pretty much it. But y'all, I have a healthy puppy. I've not been reimbursed my vet bills. They also told me something about needing to sign some documentation. I think they were trying to like hush me, like shut me up, and prevent me from telling the story on social media, because I had made a post and asked for prayers for Java. Like one day he was in the hospital, and in the comments, everybody was like, oh my gosh, the breeder needs to take accountability. This is on the breeder, because like, obviously, if you've been given a puppy and 5 days later they're in the hospital for parvovirus, given the incubation period of the virus, which is 5 to 7 days, the virus would have had to come out of your care, out of my care, and in the care of the breeders, unfortunately. So they were like, you're taking stuff to social media. I'm like, I'm not taking anything to social media. All I asked for was prayers for my dog, but it's not up to me what people say in the comments. Like, it's not up to me. But obviously we can all conclude that what's happening here. And then the way they act has also just further concluded what is happening here. And then the fact that I've been blocked has further concluded what has happened here. But like I said, there's a lot of caveats, there's a lot of facts, and just like little things that happen that I am leaving out of this for time's sake even. But even the sake of like, I don't need to fight anymore. I got my dog back. He's healthy. But you guys, like, if you've been following Juno Java on their stories and TikTok and things, you know the nasty things that were said to me from this breeder. But like I said, I can't fight evil with evil. It's just not in me. And I want to stay blessed, so that's not something I'm willing to do. But at the end of the day, I got my puppy back and he's healthy, so that's all I can ask for. And yeah, I've been blessed to be able to take care of him. Blessed in a situation where I didn't know if I was willing to pour thousands more dollars in him, and God said I got it, and the vet said they would handle it. I've been blessed at every turn, and I got my puppy back, so I'm eternally grateful for that. And we can all start to move forward with our healthy puppy. He is, like I said, in isolation, and he's coming out on Tuesday. Today is currently Sunday, and I'm very happy for him. And like I said, he's no longer symptomatic. He is shining. He is barking. He is playing. He is eating. He's drinking. He's sleeping. He's doing everything. He's just doing everything correctly. And that's all I could ask for at this point, especially him coming so close to death. So I know God has his name written all over this. But I'm going to put this situation to rest for now. And I'm going to move on with my healthy dog. So yeah, welcome back to another vlog. And I hope everyone had an amazing week. I was absent last week, so I missed you guys tremendously. I haven't really been doing anything, y'all. I've been buckled down. I haven't driven my car since the Tuesday Java came home. I haven't been doing anything. I've been taking care of the sick dog. I haven't really been able to leave very much. I haven't gone anywhere because I haven't needed to, but I haven't been able to leave very much because he was on round-the-clock medicine. Today's actually his last day of all his medicines except for his antibiotic. Like I said, he ended up with an upper respiratory infection, so we are trying to continue to treat that until the antibiotics are gone. But he's completely normal. Like, he's completely normal, but I'm just taking every extra precaution to prevent Juno from being sick because I don't want to have 2 sick dogs on my hands. But yeah, today is the first day I'm actually leaving the house. Like I said, I had to throw a lot of stuff away on behalf of the dogs. So they need new toys, new beds, new blankets, new everything, because I'm not willing to keep parvovirus in here. If you all don't know, the only thing that kills it is bleach. And if you don't kill it with bleach, it can live on surfaces for months. So I'm going to toss everything that is cloth, every blanket, every bed. I'm going to bleach some of the toys that can be bleached. Other than that, I'm just going to buy new ones. And I'm going to continue to stay blessed, y'all. Like, I know I was put in an unfortunate situation. I have to just keep spending money here and there and just taking care of what needs to be taken care of, but I'm willing to do it for the sake of the dogs. So yeah, we're gonna go to HomeGoods to get them some new toys. I need to run to Target to get a few things. I need to go to the grocery store to get a few things. I'm also gonna cook some soup when I get back, and then I need to I think that's it. We might do like a little wind down with me skincare routine tonight since I've yet to do that. Plus this vlog, I don't even know how long it's gonna be. So I'm trying to like lengthen it a little bit so we can do that tonight. We can cook. I might do my nails. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And again, thank you guys for praying, keeping me uplifted during this hard time. I am back. I am so tired. You can probably tell I'm still stressed, but I've given the situation to God, and the one thing I wanted out of the situation was a healthy dog, and I have that now, so I am eternally grateful. So yeah, let's go ahead and get the ball rolling with the day. There's literally nothing else to catch y'all up on. I've been taking care of the sick puppy all week. Oh, I ordered some things for Black Friday, or on Black Friday, since I wasn't able to go to the mall. Oh, also for Thanksgiving, guys, I did not get to go home. I know some people know that I was looking forward to it so much. I could see my family and just traveling there, but Java could not make it home, so I had to stay here and just take care of him. So I stayed here and I cooked me a little bit of food, and I ate that, and Juno watched me eat it, and I watched the movie, and that was pretty much it. It wasn't all that sad, but I wish I could have gone home, but I still will. What else? I ordered a couple things from Zara, Glossier. I got another Aritzia Super Puff. Oh, my Zara order just got delivered. I got another Aritzia Super Puff because I wanted a short one. And then what else did I get? I got some things from Glossier. I already said it. Oh, I got some jeans from Abercrombie. As it comes in, I'll unbox it for you all. But that's the only thing I actually have to catch y'all up on, like, as it relates to like my life, like the other stuff in life. But yeah, I'm about to show y'all my outfit, and I guess we can start running errands. All right, y'all, this is my outfit for the day. This set is from Princess Polly. I'm going to post a haul soon with a code for you all to get some discount off of anything you want from Princess Polly. So definitely check my TikTok for that. But I'm wearing a piece a little bit early. I have not posted the haul yet. And Coach Pill is happy. And then my UGG classic slippers. I'm also going to throw on my Aritzia Super Puff because it is very cold outside, so I cannot go without a coat. I was going to try to keep it cute, but honestly, I'm going to try to keep it warm. So yeah. And then when I get back, I'm going to show you guys Java because right now he is sleeping and I'm not trying to wake him up. I'm just trying to get out of the house so I can get back here within like a 4-hour time span because that's as long as I'm willing to leave him crated at this time for. So I'm trying to just hurry up and get out of here so I can just do something for myself and just focus on myself today. Because you all know I've been caring for him around the clock and I haven't been leaving the house or anything. Also did my makeup on live. I was able to say hi to everybody after a long time of not being able to say hi to everybody. Or just not feeling up to it, rather. Earrings are TJ Maxx, and then I'm wearing my normal jewelry, my Kendra Scott necklace, and then the A necklace is from Nordstrom. And a lot of people still ask me, so the glasses are from Warby Parker. And I slicked my hair back into a bun, or up into a bun. My hair has been in a bun for like weeks, I think, at this point. I've not watched it in a long time. So I need to figure out something to do with my hair, but it looks okay for right now. But yeah, so let's just go ahead and put my coat on and let's get out of here. It's raining a little bit, but y'all, I'm geeked to just be out of my house and like to not have a sick dog anymore. I know that's like the topic of discussion for the last, I don't even know how long. I'm just happy to be able to move on, like, and just live our normal lives, and just start to train Java and stuff, just because he deserves none of this. He has been in isolation, he's been through the ringer, he's been fighting parvo, he doesn't deserve any of it. He's innocent in all of it. So I'm glad to just be able to move on, but I'm also glad to just be able to spend some time by myself, because child, I haven't been out of my house in so long, even if it is to run errands for the dogs. I'm happy to do that. But I want to make some soup so bad tonight, y'all. I want to make some chicken and rice soup because I've been seeing it like on TikTok a lot. And I used to eat chicken and rice soup all the time when I was little. Girl, I was craving some soup so bad last night. I was considering making it yesterday, but I was like, I'll just wait till today. So after we finish the errands, I do need to stop by Weggies or Wegmans and grab a couple of ingredients, because this has to be like a dairy-free chicken and rice, because I know a lot of people add like cream of chicken, but I can't have cream of chicken. So I need to think of an alternative real quick, because I don't want it to be like super soupy. I want it to have that thicker consistency like chicken and rice soup does. But I'm so excited. We get to pick out some new toys for the puppies. All right, just made it to HomeGoods. I forgot this HomeGoods actually also has a Marshalls. And the last time I was at this HomeGoods ex Marshalls, girl, I found me some good stuff. So I'm gonna go over to the Marshall side and treat my little self. But let's go in here and see what all we can find. I'm pretty sure they have some stuff for the dogs. It won't be hard to find them anything. Found this throw blanket. So I'm gonna get that. The beds are over here, so let's go see what they have. I will give them a bed to share, but I don't know if they're there yet. Let's see. They have a lot of beds. Ooh, wait, hold on. This one down here is like really cute, and it looks like it matches the couch. This one's cute. Not this one. This one cute. Kind of big though. I feel like this would have to be for both dogs, but we're gonna get it anyways. This one's smaller, but I don't like the gray. I like the tan up underneath that one. I kind of need another sleeper for the boys. Yo, this one is too cute. Look at this. The way I just threw everything on the ground. This is so cute. Oh my gosh, I kind of want this. It's just so big. If this was smaller, it would be too cute. How much is this? Oh, that's $40. We're gonna put it in the bag. Act like we didn't see it. This one is so cute. It matches that couch pillow by Rachel Zoe, but it's just ginormous. There's no way I'm bringing that into the house. Or should I? Because like, where can it go? Like, y'all, this is huge. This is for a freaking golden retriever. I'm playing too much if I get that, but it's just too cute. I wish they had that smaller. Like, these are for the Great Danes, not no miniature Schnauzer. These are too cute. I am sick right now. I wish they had that one in a smaller size. Let me look through here to make sure. I'm gonna end up going with 2 of these instead of anything else, just because like that's ugly. I don't really like the beds that they have. These are cool. Like, this can go in the crate for Java, and then this one can go on my bedroom floor for Juno. So we'll get 2 of those, and also got these mini beef treats, because Java's treats also have to go in the garbage, because I've been feeding him those in isolation, and I just don't want to contaminate anything further. So those treats will have to go in the garbage can. But let's go look at the toys real quick. All right, I'm very strategic in what I normally buy, because it's only $4.99. I hate when they tear stuff up too much, so this is cute for him. What else do they have? Now I'm on the Marshalls side of things. I love Marshalls for little things like this. Like, those loofahs are too good. I don't think I'm gonna get anything over there, but I'm gonna cut through here and see what else they got. My camera's on its last leg, so I might have to use my phone, but let's see what else. I don't think I want any of this. No, it was like a little sprinkle, a little drizzle.
Cashier number 6.
All right, I'm done in HomeGoods. I actually got quite a bit of stuff for them. It really wasn't that crazy. It came to $115, and I got a lot of stuff, so that's like so much better than like PetSmart and Petco. You get a toy there, it'd be like $19.99 for one toy. If you got as many toys as I did, I probably would have spent like $300 in PetSmart, Petco. But most of those toys were $3, $4, $5. The beds were like $15, $16, $17. The blankets were like $7. So I always advocate for stopping at HomeGoods if you want to get some stuff for your pets, because the prices, y'all, too good. So I was gonna go to Target next, but I'm like, Target, what do I need from Target? The only thing I needed was paper towel and some scent boosters, and I'm like, I can save that because now it's raining. So I kind of just want to go to Trader Joe's Buff City Soap, because they have this new body mist, and they have it in Narcissus. Plus I need some more scent boosters and laundry detergent, so I can go over there, because that's over there by Trader Joe's. So I can do that, and then I can just hit Wegmans, or maybe I don't have to go to Wegmans. Maybe I can get all the soup stuff at Trader Joe's, and I can go home and start cooking, because the rain got me like, ooh, I want to go home. I was thinking about Ulta at the same time, but I'm like, again, I want to go home. So let me decide. I think I'm gonna head to Trader Joe's and Buff City Soap right now, and then make my way to home. If after that I want to go to Target, we'll make one more stop. But let's go down to Trader Joe's real quick, get what we need, or Buff City Soap. I don't know which one first. They're pretty much next to each other almost. So let's go down there, get what we need, and then we'll head on. Oh, that's my mom. That's my mom. Hi.
Hi, Lexi.
The Buff City Soap, I got a good little spot. There's also an Ulta like right behind me, so I might run in there, because I heard that Elf has some new lip liners to go with the lip oils. I don't know, so I'm trying to hurry up though, because I be feeling guilty when I leave Java at home. Juno, I don't really care. Like, he's a master at staying alone, but I'm trying to get home to Java, so I'm running here. Maybe Ulta. Oh my God, Nordstrom Rack is Ulta right there. But then after that, I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's and go home. That never gets old, like the awkward stares that I get as I'm vlogging, walking past people. I love it so much. I'm so happy right now. They have candles and Narcissus, $1, and then of course I got the body mist. Also, there's 40% off all the full size body care. I do kind of need another body butter, so I might grab one of those. Other than that, I'm not gonna get anything else. But I'm having to make my aloe and clover scent boosters in the back right now. It's really cool. Alright, bag secured. I got the candle, the scent boosters, and the body mist. I'm eager to try that out. I don't suspect it'll last long, because typically body mists don't. That's why I don't like them. But to layer that with the body butter, I feel like a win-win. A win-win. So now I'm about to run to Trader Joe's, get a couple things, and then I think I'm gonna head home. I'm trying to figure out if I want to. Oh my gosh, Kuma. I kind of want some sushi rolls real quickly. Sorry. Kind of want some sushi rolls, but I kind of also just want to go home right now. So I'm not gonna stop at Ulta. I don't need anything. All right, y'all, I made it back inside. I just need to show you, or want to show you, Java's setup here. So what I ended up doing was getting the gate And just setting it up like this in the doorway so Juno can't get in or like touch noses with Java. He's eating right now. He was very hungry, so as soon as I got here, I fed him. He eats 3 times a day. He eats at around 8 a.m., around 3 p.m., and again around 7. He also drank some water. He also got a new fresh patch today. So hi. Forget what I'm saying. Let's look at you. But y'all, this dog is doing so well. He is doing so well. Juno over there in the bags. Juno, get out the bags. Eat. Eat, Java. Oh, okay, you want to come out? Can't come out. Y'all, he's sassy. He is sassy. He want to play with Juno. They've been doing this for days, y'all. They want to play so bad. His isolation is up Tuesday, but I'm probably going to remove him from here tomorrow. I'm going to call the vet and see what they say. Because like I said, he hasn't shown respiratory symptoms in days, so I feel like he's fine to come out. And again, we're not worried about the parvo for Juno. He's fully vaccinated. It is extremely rare for a fully vaccinated adult dog to get parvo, like extremely rare. The vets let me know that they've never seen it before. So Juno's protected against the parvo. But again, his upper respiratory infection symptoms are gone. So I'm not worried about Juno, like at all. So I'm gonna probably end his isolation tomorrow, if not Tuesday. But it was a struggle getting all this stuff upstairs. I did use a cart. Java got a new fresh patch. He actually just used it, so I just put the new one on the balcony. That's also been another struggle as far as like resources go, because as far as like sanitation goes, any poop is gonna like largely have the parvovirus in it. There's something on the camera. There. Any poop is gonna largely have the parvovirus shedded in it. So any poop I want outside. I do not want it inside because to kill parvovirus is already really hard and it lives on surfaces for so long. So I've been taking him to the patio to use the bathroom as a whole, just also to give him some fresh air. Like, to be sold a sick puppy is the most inconvenient thing ever because I'm wasting resources trying to stay clean and sanitary, unfortunately. But we gotta do what we gotta do. So we just got another fresh patch delivered, so I just put that out there, replace the old one. And I also got my Zara delivery. So let's just start with BuzzFeed soap. Of course, they had the Narcissist candle. I'm about to light this up. It's a 2-wick, smells just like the body butter. Like, it smells so good. Aloe and clover. When I tell y'all, this is the best scent booster from Buff City. The Narcissist, is this a body mist? What is this? It's a body mist. And then they gave me a free sample of Fresh Cotton laundry detergent. All that was only $40. I feel like it's pretty good. I don't expect this to last very long, but oh my word. I'm gonna use this around the house instead of on me. I'm gonna in the air. Skip me. Wow. That smells good. That's potent. Maybe it will last. What's in here? Well, the first ingredient is alcohol, so it probably won't last, but it says do not use on armpits. But yeah, I'm gonna light that candle. So let's do HomeGoods next. So you all know the spiel I just made about the fresh patch. I don't know why I didn't think this earlier, but I went and bought some more pee pads so I can stop throwing away fresh patches. Duh. Oh wait, hold on, the dog is about to potty. All right, I was able to stop him. We went to the fresh patch, but I don't even know why I gave the fresh patch spiel. The reason why I bought more potty pads is so I can stop running through fresh patches because they're $35 a piece. Like, this makes the most sense to put in place of the fresh patch, but we did just get another one because I still want to fresh patch train. I'm gonna just try to prevent him from pooping on it. And I know what you're thinking, how are you gonna do that? Very, very, very easy. The poop dance and the pee dance, for anybody that's a dog mom or dad, you understand, especially with small puppies. You know exactly when they're gonna poop, and pee always comes before poop in these like small puppies. So if he has just peed and then he's doing a little dance and the little circle dance again, I know he's about to poop. So I'll put him on the pee pad instead of the fresh patch. It's a lot, okay? It's a lot. But I want him to be fresh patch trained because it mimics grass, and I want him to be fully potty trained. Again, this whole sickness thing threw our training off. I'm doing the best I can. Threw our training off by a ton because he still can't go outside. And he still won't be able to go outside for much longer since he got parvo. And yeah, it puts our vaccination schedule back a whole month. He can't be vaccinated again, which was his last round. He needed one more shot for another month, so that puts everything back. But I don't know, I'm just doing what I can do. But I definitely want to keep doing fresh patches because they're just too convenient. PP pads, you gotta throw them away after every single use, and it's just it creates so much waste. But the fresh patch, I really do like. But I'm trying to keep poop off of it because it's not sanitary with the parvovirus shedding in the poop. But let's start with the HomeGoods stuff. So, PP pads. I got 2 of these blankets for each boy. I don't know how big they are. I just picked them up because they were only $7.99. So that's a good deal. He's in there eating the rest of his food. I got quite a bit of toys. So I got this dinosaur. Juno's asking for them all, but I'm going to organize before I give anybody a toy. I got this dog that Juno had before, but he ruined it. So just another re-up of that. Got this cute pig because it was cute and only $5.99. But the toys are so inexpensive. I got this 2-pack of, it looks like a bird and a ball. A seagull, it looks like, and a ball. I got 3 avocado slices with, one has a Christmas sweater on and a Christmas hat. I got this, I guess it's a dog, I don't know what it is. I got some more treats for Javi. Juno can have some too. And then I got some loofahs for me. Now, not all of the toys are in the garbage. More than half are. Everything that was out in the living room was trashed, except I saved a few for Java. So I wouldn't have to throw those away and then give him new toys, then throw them away. That would just be a huge waste of money. So I saved some for Java because I knew he was coming home. So I put some aside for him, and then the ones that he's playing with right now are going to get thrown away. And I have been buying Juno toys for so long. I had a back stock of toys, fortunately, up in the closet. If y'all remember from that one vlog where he had his hand on it, I keep a back stock of his toys, so I was able to give him some of those, which are completely clean. Java never touched those because I never took them out since Java's been home. So I gave Juno some of those. So this is just replacing what was in the living room. I don't need to replace every single thing I've ever bought. So yeah, I'm gonna organize before I give Juno stuff, because I'm gonna start cleaning and bleaching again tonight, especially if he's coming out tomorrow. So I just want to keep everything in one place to just make it more organized until I can get to everything. Let me show you all what I got from Zara, since it just came in the mail. I just ended up with 2 jackets. They were on sale, and I've been wanting this leather bomber for so long. Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Let me give y'all the code because I know you're gonna ask me. Here you go. Pause the screen, do what you need to do to get this code. Alright, I am geeked for this. I'm so glad I waited till it went on sale. And then I got this bomber, which is like a, I don't know what material this is, but it's giving. It's so cute. It's like one of those structured type of materials. So cute. The blue is so cute. Ooh. Ooh. You gotta ignore the collar that I have on, but I think that is so freaking cute. Nice material. Looks so good with some jeans. And then let's try this one on too. Again, just ignore what I'm already wearing. Oh yeah, I like this one. This one's double lined. Hi Java. I like this one a lot. Yes, I'm so geeked for this one too. Oh yes, I've been waiting on this. I got an extra small in both, by the way. But let me show you Trader Joe's now. Hold on, let me put this away. I forgot about these. I had already given them to Juno, but this one, I don't know whose is whose, honestly. I got one for the crate, which is mainly Java's place. And then I got this round donut one. I guess this one's Juno's. All right, let's do Trader Joe's now. My sister called me. Okay, hold on. Everybody, hold on. You crying too much. I got these crushed garlic, like frozen crushed garlic. I'm gonna put those in my soup. Really good for soup, just to pop them in there. I got some celery, some carrots, some lettuce for my Caesar salad. bell peppers, more frozen green beans because they are just too good. 2 of these mini French baguettes. Y'all, these taste better than Olive Garden breadsticks. I know Olive Garden is through the ground for me personally. Like, they're done. They shouldn't even exist because the food's so nasty. But them breadsticks, they almost about to redeem themselves off the breadsticks alone. But these with some garlic butter on top taste just like them. Too good, too good, too good. Trust me. More hash browns and more beef burrito because every time I go to Trader Joe's, I have to get at least one, even if I didn't eat the last one. Because I will. And then I got some lilies and some eucalyptus. This is for the shower, but be careful. I heard that eucalyptus oil is toxic to dogs. So the dogs are like not in the bathroom when I shower when I first get it. But after like 2 showers, you literally, it's done. Like, it doesn't last long. Plus, they're never in there when I shower anyways. But Java's Place is the bathroom, so I'm not going to put that in there tonight. And then I got some lilies. This is a new thing for me. It says sweet and salty umami crunchies, rice crackers. Let's do a taste test. But I will need to wash my hands first, so hold on. I got chives. Love chives so much. Got some rice for the soup. Love jasmine rice. And then I got some lemons because I'm obsessed with lemon water. Like, so good to me. And then in this one, they didn't have the lemonade that I like, so I got some limeade. I love limeade, so I'm eager to see what that tastes like. I got 2 things of chicken broth for tonight's soup. The way I'm literally about to break a sweat. I got another pasta sauce. So good. I got my Caesar dressing, vegan Caesar. Please try this if you haven't. Oh my word, it's so good to me, child. I got some northern beans because I want beans in my soup. Y'all know I'm a bean fanatic. Like, I just can't help myself. Like, if I make chili, it gotta be 90% beans. So I want some beans in my chicken and rice. You don't have to put beans in yours, but I'm putting some beans in mine. And then I got some vegan heavy whipping cream because, like I said, I cannot eat cream of chicken. So I'm going to use this cream to make it creamy. And I got this hand cream for the car. I meant to leave this in the car. Because, y'all, I'll be leaving hours in the morning and I'll be like, my whole body be moisturized, but my hands already be dry since it's so cold outside. So... okay, whatever. I got that for the car. I'll put it back in the car when I go. But I'm about to organize this, tend to him, because what is it? Oh, he don't need me till 10 o'clock. I keep forgetting. Clean up a little bit, and I'll be right back to start cooking this chicken and rice soup. Oh, and with Java, I went ahead and changed my clothes really quickly also, because I'm going to cook, and I don't want him all over those clothes. So... I am here to play with him for a little bit, give him a little bit of company, and show you all the tricks that he can now do. You want to show them what you can do, Javi? Come over here. Come here. Come here. Good boy. Good come. Okay. You all, he's very sharp. Alright, y'all. So with dogs this little, I would go ahead and start training with simple obedience commands. Get down. Okay. Sit. Yes, good boy. And when you reward, I would say something like yes, good boy, or yes, Java, good boy, something like that, or yes, Java, or yes, in your dog's name, whatever. Juno's outside. Here it goes. Come here. Sit. Yes, good boy. Paw. Yes, good boy. Juno actually taught him paw. I didn't really teach him paw. He just saw Juno doing it, and then he started to do it. So I associated what he was doing with the command that I wanted him to do. And then he also knows down. And then he knows spin, so sit. Okay, go down. Yes, good boy. He was very easy, y'all. And I think it's because he sees Judo doing it. Now, this doesn't mean that he's trained. This simply means that he knows how to follow direction. And that's where you want to start, because a dog that listens is an obedient one. And if you can start with little stuff like this that'll make them listen, you can work your way up to like a heel, off-leash recall skills, a whole plethora of things. He loves to be in my lap. Come here. Come. Good boy. Come on. Okay, sit. Yes. Paw. Yes. Go down. Yes. Good boy. So what I'm doing now is just reinforcing what he already knows. And then beyond this, we'll start to like walk around the living room after he can come out, and we'll start doing leash training inside. There's not much I can do in a bathroom. Like, I can't teach him really heel in a bathroom because there's nowhere to really walk in here. I can teach him like spin. I can't really teach him too much. I can teach him come. He knows that. Here, he gets distracted easily. So when you're when you're training a puppy, don't go too hard on him. Just give him about 5-10 minutes a day. That's all it really takes. Okay, ready? Come. Okay, ready? Spin. Yes, good boy. Sit. Yes, good boy. Don't overwhelm them. Don't overbear them. They have short attention span. Sit. There, yes, good boy. So just a little bit, little by little. You don't have to be perfect in 2 days or 3 days or whatever. It's an active effort. But if you can start somewhere, I would start with like simple obedience commands because they make life a lot easier. And honestly, it's like the building blocks of a good dog. Or an obedient dog, I'll say. And then beyond that, a crate and potty training. Get you a crate, 100% would recommend. It makes life so much easier. You can teach so many things through the crate. You can teach obedience, you can sit. Everybody asked me how I taught Juno how to not rush me when I come in the door and have him like not even greet me really. I did it through a crate. So what I would do is I would crate him, and then when I would come home, I would make him sit and wait as I opened the door until I released him to come out of the crate. And then after I released him to come from the crate, I would make him be calm, you know. And then after that, when I started to leave him out of the crate, he eventually learned to stop rushing me through that crate training thing. Like, as soon as I started leaving him out, he no longer rushed me, because every time I came home and let him out of the crate, every time I came home and let him out of the crate, he would wait, and he learned patience that way. And then beyond that, I would say that if you are crate training a dog, when you first get home, don't immediately let them out of the crate to get excited to see you. Go wash your hands, take your bag off, take your coat off, hang it up. Don't even acknowledge the dog in the crate. You can look to make sure they're okay, obviously, but do not acknowledge the dog, especially if they bum rush you out of the crate. Do not acknowledge that type of behavior, because as soon as you acknowledge it, whether you're saying bad dog, good dog, whatever, you're giving them what they want, which is attention. So if a dog bum rushes you and you're trying to, like, you know, teach them to not do it anymore, first I would say ignore your dog when you first get home. Take your stuff off, wash your hands, do what you gotta do. Put them in a sit and a wait as you open the crate door, and then release them. And then after that, if you want to get rid of the crate, kind of sort of how I did with Juno, they would have learned that behavior already through crate training. So it has many benefits. He's chewing on this blanket. And by the way, I'm not a professional. I just know a thing or two because I sing a thing or two. But I am not, again, a professional at all. I just do a lot of research. I watch a lot of videos, and I like dogs, honestly. And that's another thing. People are like, it's so hard, it's so hard. And I agree, it is hard in the beginning, but I think the hardest part to a lot of us is just staying consistent. And I think what helps with staying consistent is actually being dedicated and wanting a dog. Because I don't just want a dog, a pet, or whatever. I want a well-rounded animal that lives in my home as a pet. I don't want a dog that runs all over me. I don't want a dog that thinks he runs the house. That just wouldn't fly in my household. Because at the end of the day, these are animals, and they need to be trained, and they need to be disciplined, and they need to be obedient. But yeah, little by little, they're not perfect, obviously. But I got a darn good dog out of Juno, and that's the goal. When you're raising a puppy, the goal is to get a good adult dog out of that puppy. So that's what we're working toward with Java. But all in all, I would say he's doing fine for now, especially considering he's been sick for a little bit. But he is a good little boy, and Juno, you are also a good little boy. Hi over there. Hey over there. Y'all, somebody asked me earlier on live, like, if I would parent the same as I like parent my dogs, and I was like, girl, probably not, because children are completely different than dogs. Like, first of all, children don't listen at all, but it would be so different, like raising up a child in the way that it should go rather than a dog. Like, dogs are easier than children to me. We can debate all day. People be like, oh my god, having a puppy is so much harder than an infant. I would 100% beg to differ. I think that having an infant is 100% harder than having a puppy. You can literally lock a puppy in a crate. Can't do that with a baby. You can't leave a baby home by itself. Like, I would argue completely differently that raising a puppy is harder than a baby. I don't think that's true at all. But I'm doing the best I can, and then when I do have real human children, I'll do the best I can too. Plus, those real human children will have a daddy. Juno and Java don't have a daddy. I'm just doing it by myself. I'm doing it by myself, y'all. They don't got no daddy. So yeah, I'm gonna play for a while and then I'm gonna wash my hands and stuff, change, and then we'll go cook. All right, so I have around, what is this, 5 sticks of celery. They're not very large. 3 carrots and then 1 small onion here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to dicing and chopping. I am gonna season my chicken after this just because the thaw isn't all the way done, and I thought it was. But basically I am cutting my celery sticks in half. Same thing with the carrots, and then I'm going to start to dice them. My vegetables are chopped, everything's still on the counter, and then I'm just searing off some chicken in this Dutch oven right here. You don't have to finish cooking it because it's gonna go in and cook for a little bit in the end. Basically, I'm just trying to get it crispy. Definitely do not overcook it at this point, especially if you have to cook it anymore. So that's just in there, and then after I take this out, I'm gonna throw these veggies in, and then I'm going to sear those for a little bit and bring it up with some broth and add some seasonings and things in. This is as much as I'm gonna cook my chicken. I cook my chicken before in the pan so I can have some of the flavor in the soup. A lot of people put raw chicken into the soup, which you can do, but I would rather have that flavor cooked off in the bottom first. So I'm about to add in these vegetables and go ahead and sear them. Veggies are in. I'm gonna just scrape all that off the bottom so they could be coated in all that flavor, and then I'm gonna re-season these really quickly. And I'm also gonna add some chicken bouillon into the saute here. Hold on, I just dropped the onion. I don't want to do no needed. All right, so the better than bouillon definitely gave it some color, which I like. I don't like my chicken and rice. We're gonna like chicken and water, but I might add some more. No, I'm good on the vegetables. I added some bay leaves, some more seasoning, and then obviously the chicken broth. So I'm gonna cover this with a lid, let it simmer for a while, and then I'm going to add my rice. All right, this is up to a boil. I'm gonna bring it down to a small simmer, a low simmer, and then I'm gonna add in this cup of washed, what is this, jasmine rice. Again, my chicken and rice got a little color because I added the better than bouillon. You don't have to do that. You can do whatever your heart desires. But I'm gonna add in this rice and then let it cook on low, because you never wanna boil rice. You always wanna simmer it on low. But I'm gonna do that, and then after that, oh, I also shredded my chicken. Then I'm gonna add some cream, and then, oh shoot, the beans. Yeah, I'm gonna add the beans right now. Hold on. All right, y'all, I am done. The rice had fully cooked. I added a little bit of beans because I like beans. And then I added my chicken back in. So I'm just letting this kind of just sit. I'm gonna turn the heat off now. And then I'm gonna dig in. Lip oils are so good. This is exactly what I needed today. And the fact that it's before 8 o'clock, I got my life together today. No, it's not relaxed. Yeah, I made the soup. Take Juno to the groomer once a month. I don't bathe Juno unless he gets intentionally dirty. Does your pet bother you when you're eating? He got bigger things to worry about. Depends on what I'm eating. If I'm eating chips, he doesn't care. If I'm eating lamb chops, of course he cares. All right, y'all, so I've eaten dinner. I also played with Java for a little bit, took him to potty. So I usually would end the vlog here, but this is an at night type of vlog. So what I'm gonna do now is go ahead and, what's going on? What are you eating? So what I'm gonna do right now is go ahead and clean up the kitchen, because that's what I normally do after I cook dinner. So I'm gonna just do all my dishes and get everything together before I put the food away. I usually leave the food out until like last, until I go to bed, just so it can cool down, because you're not supposed to put hot food in the refrigerator. My candle's still burning. I gotta let that light evenly, or burn evenly, until like all the wax is like even, because you'll make a hole in it if you don't. I'm about to show y'all. Not too much left, just a little bit on this. Oh no, it's burning evenly. Okay. I can blow that out anytime, but I'm enjoying the smell. So clean up the kitchen, and then after this, I'm gonna go lay on the couch for a little bit. And then after that, I'm gonna do skincare and shower, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Shoot, what time is it? It's 8:43. I wasn't gonna work tomorrow, but I think I don't know, cause I forgot my nephew's birthday party is next week, so I might work. Oops. All right, the kitchen is all clean, so I'm definitely about to relax on the couch for like an hour until around 10, and then around 10 I'll get up to do my shower and skincare, and then definitely go to bed. But I want to watch a little TV. I was starting a movie last night that I want to finish, so I'm gonna go finish that real quick. Turn one of these little lights off, and then Juno and I are gonna go to the living room. Java's still in there, so I might go keep him company, and then just put him to bed because it's already 9 o'clock, and he usually goes to bed around 9:30, so that should be fine. All right, it's been over an hour. It is 10:08. Java's already been put to bed. I still gotta take Juno outside. It's raining, so he just about to, like, I stand behind the door and he goes outside to pee, and then he come right back when the weather is like this. Cause I'm not going all the way outside, but I will definitely go downstairs with him and stand behind the door and watch him use the bathroom. And then I'm gonna come back upstairs and shower and go to bed, y'all. I'm sleepy. I'm like, bruh, why did I decide to do a nighttime routine? But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna film it for y'all. Oh shoot, I'm gonna wake Java up. I hope I don't wake him up. But let's go. Basically what I do. I'm talking about basically what I do. Girl, I put my coat and my shoes on. We go outside, so let's go. I know he ready to go. Oh my gosh, y'all. Ever since I got that little magic bullet thing, I've been loving making slushies. I need to turn the heat up. It's cold in here. It's too cold. Give me 2 more degrees. Ever since I got that magic bullet, I've been loving making slushies. So I think I'm gonna make a slushie with my limeade from Trader Joe's, because the limeade is like way too sweet, honestly. So I feel like I could just blend it with some ice and it'll like dilute it a little bit, and that'll be a good slushie. But I gotta take Juno outside first before I do anything else. Oh my gosh, it's literally so cold. Give me another degree. It's too cold. Java in there asleep, but I keep all the stuff for Juno like to go outside in this closet right here. So I'm gonna grab my coat. All right, I bought Juno this new leash. It's pink. It's just too cute to me. It has a poop bag attached to it also, so. I'm still missing shoes, so let me go grab those. All right, y'all, so I've successfully taken Juno out to potty. I also took Java out of his crate to potty one more time and took him to the patio. So I'm gonna get into skincare now. I always wash my face before the shower. I'm not gonna put on any serums until I'm back from the shower, but I always like to deep cleanse before I get in the shower. Just because I can't see in the shower. I don't have a mirror in the shower, so I do my deep cleanse beforehand. And then obviously I'm not going to put any product on just for it to get wet in the shower. So I come back after the shower and then I will put product on my face. Sometimes I will shower just completely first and just leave my face until last. But I'm going to just deep cleanse my face tonight before I get into the shower. I am wearing makeup today, so I'll show you all how I normally remove that. But my skincare routine is ever evolving. This is not the stuff that I've always used. It's not the stuff that I will always use. It'll always change depending on my needs and wants for my skin. But right now I have a pretty solid routine down, and honestly I love it. So I don't think I'll ever switch from this. I think y'all know this by now, but the Youth to the People Superfood Cleanser, take my money. Lord, they deserve an award for this right here. I know some people don't like it. They say it makes their skin dry. But this and me, we go together really, really, really bad. So I'm going to use this. I also really like the Mario Badescu Cleansing Oil to remove any makeup. You can also use I also like the e.l.f. Holy Hydration, Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm. Let's go ahead and wash my hands because like I said, I just took the dogs out. Now we run out of soap. I have this really nice foam cleanser from Method. It smells too good. So I'm just go ahead and wash my hands real quick before I start with my face. And then I'm gonna remove all my jewelry. This jewelry you can shower in, but I prefer not to because I don't like the feeling of jewelry on my neck and ears when I shower. So I'm gonna take them out personally. You can do whatever you want. Obviously, I'm not your mama, but I take all my little things, bips and bops off because I don't know, like if I have on jewelry, I just feel like I'm being obstructed and things aren't getting clean, if that makes any sense. If it doesn't, then just ignore what I'm saying. But I have to take off necklaces and stuff before I shower. I don't like to shower in jewelry. It's just not my cup of tea, man. I just can't get jiggy with it. So So once that is off, I'm also gonna remove my glasses. I'm gonna like dry my hands to use the cleansing oil because oil and water obviously don't mix, and you want to start with dry hands. So I'm gonna dry these real quick. All right, now that my hands are dry, I'm gonna go with my cleansing oil. I usually just do one pump straight into my hands, mix it around, and then straight onto the face. Especially trying to focus it on my eyes because that's where the most mascara is. All right, now that I have mascara and makeup all over my face, I'm gonna go ahead and rinse all of this off. The oil is really nice. It really gets up everything. This is the only thing that I've used that completely like removes my mascara. Some mascara is still left over on the eyes. That's why I'm gonna go with my cleanser to get the rest off. But for a cleansing oil, this does pretty well. So I'm gonna go ahead and rinse it off. All right, debatably, the next part is the most important part. My eyes are very red already. As soon as I start to agitate my skin, it turns red. But the next part is hands down the most important to me. So I'm gonna take a full pump of cleanser into my hands, and then I'm gonna begin to work it into the hands. I'm not immediately taking it onto my face. I'm working it into my hands and creating a lather on my hands. A lot of people get cleanser and they say that it doesn't work for them, and I always say, always say, you need to make the cleanser work for you, okay? You don't work for the cleanser. You didn't just spend $40 on this cleanser for it not to work. So what you want to do is go ahead and lather it in your hands, and do not put it on your face before you do. Now that I've created that amazing lather, I'm going to transfer it to my face. It is nice and thick, and mind you, I did not dry off my face at all. It still has the remaining water on it from when I washed off the cleansing oil. So what I'm going to do is just start to work this into the skin. I am not going to rinse this cleanser off for around 2 minutes. I'm going to work this into my skin for 2 whole minutes. Yes, 2 whole minutes. And a lot of people say cleanser doesn't work. It's because you're not allowing it to work. You need to let it do what it needs to do. And in order to do that, you need to let it work into the skin. So that's just what I'm doing now. So as you can see, I have a pretty thick layer of cleanser on my skin because there's no real water in it. I don't know who taught me this. I learned this a long time ago. But what I'm gonna do is massage this super thick layer of cleanser into my skin with the emulsion that I've already created with just a small amount of water. And once it just is worked in for around 20 seconds, what I'm gonna do is add a splash of water into my hands, re-lather my hands, create a thinner lather, and then transfer that onto my face. And now it's been thinned out a little bit, and I'm allowing the cleanser to work into the skin for even longer, just in like a different physical form, I guess. Again, I don't know who taught me this. I don't believe I came up with this, but I'm just working it into the skin and adding little by little more water to create this incredibly thick, luscious lather. And I'm letting the cleanser do what it needs to do by allowing it to sit on my skin instead of just rubbing it on the skin and then immediately rinsing it off. You're not allowing the cleanser to do what it was designed to do. So I am deep cleansing my face is what I call it. So I'm gonna just keep working it in. Now that that one has like kind of thickened up, I'm gonna add more water into my hands. I do this around 4 times to meet my 2-minute mark. Added more water into my hands, got this super soapy lather now, transfer that onto the face, and now you can see a lot more suds in it, and it's just overall very soapy, and it has an amazing lather. All right, so I'm gonna do it one more time, and then we should be at the 2-minute mark. Work some more water into my hands. By now, I have like the thinnest lather ever on my hands. So I'm just gonna work that right back into the face until I have an extremely thin lather, and then I'm gonna finish off with rinsing that off. Now that I've actually cleansed my face, like just slapping cleanser on your face for 10 seconds and rinsing it off, it's not cleansing it. You need to let your cleanser do what it was designed to do. Let it work for you. And this way you're getting way more bang for your buck instead of wasting $40 on a cleanser and then claiming it doesn't work. Like, give it a chance, y'all. Give it a chance. I do this with any and every cleanser I own or I've ever owned. It's just this one does it the best in my opinion, and this one just works so well for me, so I'll never switch up. But do this with any cleanser. Do this with all the cleansers that you have. It might be a little bit harder for a foam cleanser because that one's already extremely thin, so that doesn't apply to foam. But any like gel type of liquid type of cleanser, try it out. it almost serves as like double cleansing, because when you first put it on your face, it's like extremely thick, and then you work it down to this like super soapy lather. Okay, y'all, I have showered. I usually just wrap my scarf around my hair and then just try not to duck my head in the water. My edges are usually protected for like 2 days. I only do my edges for like 2 days at a time. That Gummy Professional Edge Control, literally amazing. But my face is still a little damp from the shower, so I don't think I need to re-wet it. But I always do my serums on damp skin. The first thing that I'm gonna use, and that I've been loving for a really long time, like months now, is the aloe serum from The Ordinary. It really is amazing. I have a little scratch on my face. I have like a fray nail. That's why I don't like leaving my nails naked, because they break and then they scratch my face. But I'm going to go in with the aloe serum from The Ordinary. And then I'll rub it in, and then I'll go ahead and pat it in. A lot of people say don't put the dropper on your face because it contaminates the bottle, which is true, but I'm the only one using it, so I don't care that much. But I just pat it in, and then I fan dry. You can just certainly layer serums. Just make sure it's dry before you add the next one. I'm keeping my routine very simple tonight, so I'm gonna do aloe. And then after that, I'm going to go in with niacinamide. I use maximum 3 serums, a moisturizer, and then some type of correcting thing, whether it be like a discoloration serum, like this faded, or my adapalene gel, and then Cicaplast I pretty much use every night. So after that niacinamide, I'm going to go in with some hyaluronic acid. This one happens to be by Good Molecules. You can use The Ordinary, Good Molecules, whoever. They're all honestly the same. So I'm going to use this Good Molecules hyaluronic acid. Try to keep it minimum and clean. I find that my skin really thrives off of just bare minimum ingredients and just like a routine that is just a little bit on the smaller side, nothing like too crazy. I don't physically exfoliate. I gave that up years ago. Sometimes I do chemically exfoliate with like a glycolic acid toner or something like that. I haven't been doing that for like probably a month and a half or 2 months. Like I said, I've just noticed that my skin has been really okay with just cleansing it, and then a couple serums and a moisturizer, honestly. And I think the big aid for me is cleansing. Like I said earlier, that is, in my opinion, the most important part, at least for my skin it is. And then after those 3 serums, that is all the serum I'm going to use. If you have any texture irregularities, this adapalene gel Effaclar treatment from La Roche-Posay is amazing. I see a little texture bump there. I'm not going to put anything over this scratch because technically that will be open. This is a spot treatment, so don't rub this all over your face. Just put it wherever you have like a texture irregularity or acne or anything like that. I don't have acne prone skin, but sometimes I get a little bit of texture here and there that'll just pop up. Like I think I see like 2 little bumps right here. So I'm gonna just treat those with that, and they'll honestly be gone tomorrow. So that's nice. I'm gonna let that dry down before I add anything else. If you struggle with discoloration, this is the best thing on the market in my opinion for discoloration. I had a lot like right here and right here. There's still some there, so I don't mind using a little bit of this tonight. I don't use this every day. I would not use this every day. I don't know if it's safe to use every day. Please look it up. Do not take my word for it. It might be, but I'm not going over those little spots that I put the adapalene gel on, because again, I don't like to cross products, especially products with active ingredients. This has tranexamic acid in it, and the Effaclar had adapalene, so I don't want to layer those 2 ingredients together. Like I said, the safer, the more effective for me. The simpler, the more effective. So I'm gonna just let that dry into the skin, pat it in, and then fan dry that adapalene that I put on there. And then thereafter that, this is my favorite moisturizer of all time. Don't stone me, don't come for me, but this is better than the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. Sorry, I said it. I did, and I'll say it again. This is better than the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. This is so good, it don't make sense, but my only caveat is it's gone. I ran out. I've been scraping the bottle. I ordered some more like 3 days ago, but it's still not here. So closing that up, and instead of this tonight, I'm going to go in with my Summer Fridays jet lag mask. This is also incredible. Another really good moisturizer would be the Glossier Priming Moisturizer. I had been using this for months and months and months. If you had asked me before I bought this one, this was going to be my favorite one. Again, better than Tatcha. Sorry, not sorry. Try it out. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. If you do like it, I'll put you on. These 2, amazing, but this one is just a little bit thicker. If you like thicker moisturizers, then this will be your girl. If you like a little bit thinner, then this will be your girl. But tonight I'm going to be using my jet lag mask from Summer Fridays because it is really, 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 really good. Oh wait, before I use my jet lag mask, I'm gonna go on with my Cicaplast because I really like this stuff. It's just a barrier recovery cream. It helps with texture irregularities, has vitamin B5, has a couple other things. What else does it have in it? Has shea butter, something that I can't say. Once that's worked in, I'm gonna now go on with my Summer Fridays jet lag mask because I don't have any more of my Glossier. I'm sick. But I think it should be here on like Tuesday or something like that. So I got some good old Vaseline for my lips, this little tiny container of Vaseline. I really like how little it is. It's so little and cute. But yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. I'm gonna put my glasses on so I can see something real quick. But if you want, somebody was asking me like what they could use for just like dewy skin, the Glossier Future Dew is amazing. Glossier got some good skincare products. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I like it a lot. Like them a lot. So that would be good for just like a dew under makeup or just as a last step in your skincare routine. Really nice. Also have some alpha arbutin here and some retinol. Retinol is really good. I just do not use it every day because it is a little bit harsh on my skin. Like I said, I have very sensitive skin. And the more I upscale products and combine them together all in one night, the worse my skin becomes because it becomes irritated and agitated. So I kind of try to like cross like nightly. All right, my camera died, so I'm now on my phone. But like I was saying, I will use a retinol at least once a week and then alpha arbutin somewhere in there once a week. I would never use all these things together in one night. Like I said, piling on active ingredients is just not the best idea for my skin personally. Like I said, do your research and do what you want to do and do what's best for your skin. But me and mine, I ain't putting a retinol, an alpha arbutin, a hyaluronic acid, a niacinamide, a vitamin C, faded topical serum, a adapalene gel all in one night. I would never do that to my skin. Like I said, the simpler the better for me. So that's pretty much it. That's all. And let's go to bed. But I'm gonna go ahead and take it down, say my prayer, and then I'm gonna go to bed face first, y'all. I'm sinking into the bed. Still need to go get my scarf. I forgot that. But yeah, I love you guys so much. I hope you all have an amazing week. And until next time, I'll see y'all. Bye.